Have you ever noticed this pattern? Your child finishes their math homework. It looks complete, everything gets turned in, and it doesn't look rushed or careless. They're not just writing down final answers, they're showing work. They're writing out steps for each problem. So naturally, you think, okay, they're being responsible. They're taking the time to learn the process. They're doing what they're supposed to do. But then the test comes back, and it doesn't reflect what you thought they understood. That disconnect is frustrating and confusing for a lot of families right now. Hi, I'm Miss Beth of Math Mentor Tutoring, and I specialize in working with middle school and early high school students who struggle to show what they know on test day. Math homework looks very different today than it did even just a few years ago. Students now have immediate access to worked examples and step-by-step solutions for almost any problem they're assigned. When they get stuck, they don't have to wait, guess, or sit with confusion. They can see exactly what to do next, very quickly. Using those answers is not a character flaw. It's actually a logical response to uncertainty. This isn't a motivation problem, it's a learning environment shift. Access to answers has changed, but the way students actually learn math has not. Math was never only about getting the right answer. Accuracy matters, but understanding is what makes accuracy repeatable. When a student understands why something works, they can handle problems that look a little different. They can adjust when the format changes and make decisions instead of trying to remember what they saw in class or last night during homework. When homework success depends on seeing the steps first for each and every problem, understanding stays fragile. A small change in wording or numbers can cause everything to fall apart, not because the student isn't capable, but because the reasoning has never had a chance to develop. Here's the key consequence. When a student moves from problem to problem by looking up steps each time, the process never becomes internal. The homework gets done, but the learning doesn't transfer. Nothing is stored in a way the student can recall later, so every new problem feels unfamiliar. And when the test removes access to those answers, the student is left without the tools they were relying on during practice. The issue is not lack of effort, it's that learning can't stick if it never has to stand on its own. The goal is not to remove tools or limit access to help. The goal is to help students use a variety of tools in a way that supports learning instead of replacing it. Strong foundations, clear notes, and intentional practice are what allows students to move toward independence. If this dilemma sounds familiar, perhaps you're noticing this same disconnect at home. It may help to look more closely at how learning is happening. I've written a full article that explains this in more detail and walks through what real math learning looks like in today's environment. You can find it at mathmentortutoring.com/blog. I'll place the link in the description. And if you need help clarifying next steps for your child, a free consultation can help bring direction and calm. You're welcome to reach out to me here or contact me through mathmentortutoring.com. I look forward to hearing from you.